Hello everybody. In a previous video, I showed how to mount OneDrive using RCLONE in Linux. In this video, I'm going to show you how to auto mount Google Drive in Linux using RCLONE. So I recently decided to make Linux my main desktop. In the process, I ran into the problem, what about my files stored on Google Drive? How will I access them? Sure, I could access them through the Google web portal. However, I wanted a more efficient way to work with my files. So I decided the best solution for me was to use RCLONE, since I was already using it for OneDrive solution. What is RCLONE? RCLONE is a feature-rich alternative to cloud vendors' web access, and it supports over 70 cloud storage products. Essentially, RCLONE mounts any local, cloud, or virtual file system as a disk on Windows, macOS, Linux, and FreeBSD. With that being said, let's now walk through the installation and configuration of RCLONE. To begin, let's open up a browser and we'll navigate to RCLONE. On the home page at the top, you'll see several links. We want to select the download link. On the downloads page, we want to scroll down till we come to the script download and install section. And to install RCLONE on Linux, macOS BSD systems, run the following command. So we'll copy this command, open up a terminal, and simply paste that command into the terminal. Enter our password, and I'll pause the video while the install takes place. Now that RCLONE has successfully installed, let's clear our screen and enter the interactive configuration menu. Let's type in RCLONE config. And here it's asking if we want to make a new remote. So we'll type in N for new remote. We want to enter a name for the new remote. We'll simply call this G Drive. And here it provides a list of storage providers. We want to scroll up to find OneDrive or Google Drive, I'm sorry. And we can see it's item 19, or we could simply use a keyword drive, which in this case, I'm going to use the word drive because your menu item might be different. And now it's asking for a client ID, which we can leave blank. So we'll just hit enter. Client secret, we can leave empty. So we'll hit enter. Here it's asking what do we want to access? Well, I want full access to all files excluding application data folder. So I'll type in 1. And it's asking for service account file, which we can leave empty. I'll hit enter. Edit advanced config, no. We can just accept the default. enter. Now it's asking to use our web browser to automatically authenticate RCLONE with the remote, which is Google Drive in this case. To do so, we'll type in yes, and we'll have to go to our browser. In our browser, it's asking us for our Google login credentials. And then RCLONE wants access to your Google account. So we'll authorize it by hitting continue. And if you successfully authenticated with your Google credentials, you'll see a success message in your browser. And if the instructions are all done, please go back to RCLONE. So let's go back to our terminal. In our terminal, at this prompt, we can enter N for default. And it's asking to keep G Drive remote. And we'll say yes, which is the default. And as you can see, we have successfully configured RCLONE for Google Drive. So we can hit Q to quit the config. And let's pull up our File Explorer. As you can see, we still don't have Google Drive. Well, we have two more steps that we need to complete. First, we need to create a folder. So let's make a directory, and we'll call this G Drive for consistency. And then we have to type this command, rclone mount G Drive tilde / G Drive, and hit enter. As you can see, we now have G Drive mounted as a network file. Problem is, this connection is not persistent, meaning anytime we reboot our PC, we'll have to rerun this command. I'll demonstrate that. Okay, let's open up our File Explorer. And you can see G Drive is not mounted. So to mount this, simply go to our terminal, and we type that command again, rclone mount G drive, colon, and the path to our directory we created for Google Drive. And now Google Drive has been successfully mounted. Well, that's a little tedious and cumbersome, and I would like to have this mounted when I log on to my desktop. So that's what we're going to walk through next. To do so, we need to create two files. One is a script and the other is a desktop file. So to begin, let's create a directory, my scripts, by typing in make dir my scripts. And let's change into that directory by cd my scripts. All right, so in here we're going to use a program called Nano, and we want to create a script gdrive.sh. This is going to be our bash script that includes the command that we have to type every time we log on. If you're not familiar with bash scripting, don't worry about it. Just type it as you see it on the screen, #, exclamation mark, / bin bash / bash with the command rclone mount gdrive : /gdrive. Save this. We'll hit Control O, enter, and then to exit, Control X. So let's list contents of this directory, and we'll see I currently have our script that we just created. The problem is it's not executable. We only have read-write access. So to make this script executable, we'll type in chmod +x and the name of the file, gdrive. And let's verify that this is now executable. And you can see it has changed color, as well as we have read, write, execute, and read and execute for everyone else. So the next step is we need to navigate to our config auto mount or auto start directory. So let's type in cd // .config auto start and hit enter. In here, we're going to need to make our desktop file. So to do so, as with a bash script, we'll use nano and type in gdrive.desktop. And if you're not familiar with desktop scripting, don't worry about it. Just copy contents on the screen As you'll see here in a moment, I'm going to grab this and paste it. So the one line that you want to pay particular attention to is the executable line right here. You want to ensure that you change your username from, because this is mine, you're going to want to have your user account in the place of mine. So just be conscious of that. We'll Control O to save and Control X to exit. And you can pause the video so you can type all that information out. All right, and that is basically what we need for the auto start when we log into our desktop. So to demonstrate, I'll reboot my PC. I'll pause the video while updates are in process. All right, we'll log back in now that the updates have completed. We'll open up our File Explorer. As you can see, our Google Drive has successfully mounted upon logon. And that, my friends, is all there is to mapping your Google Drive in Linux using RCLONE. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like, share, or subscribe. Thank you, and have a great day.